Jealousy and envy are powerful thoughts and feelings. A jealous mind can go out of control. Some men out there are sending women to early grave out of jealousy and envy. A good number of women are being unalived daily by their lovers, their male lovers.
24-year-old Kobe Norris found dead at the Baymont Inn on Jefferson in Detroit.
It's estimated that what happened to Reva Steenkamp repeats itself here every 3 hours.
Enough is enough!
Steenkamp became a symbol for the country's women. Because gender-based violence and femicide has been described by South Africa's president as a pandemic.
Hello fam, how you all doing? Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thank you. Today's video, we will be talking about how men are unaliving women due to jealousy and envy. I have a couple of stories for us to look into before we get right into the men conversation. Let's have a look at some news evidence of men unaliving women. Anger, revenge, resentment. A deeper look at what drives some husbands to kill their wives. Massachusetts Brian Walsh appeared in court this week on charges he allegedly killed and dismembered his missing wife, Anna Walsh. Men choosing murder over divorce as method to get rid of their wives is a common thing. Hopkins man pleads guilty to ex-girlfriend's gruesome murder. Matthew Brenneman, 40, pleaded guilty on July 15 to second-degree murder in the killing of Danica Bergson in her apartment in July 2023. Those are just few evidence to prove that men are unaliving women on daily basis. The rate at which men are taking the lives of women is alarming. Somewhere around the world, a woman is being killed by a man daily. Is that bad? Let's move over to TikTok and have a look at videos of men unaliving women. The TikTok video coming up next is a video of a university girl in Nigeria that was unalived by her boyfriend. Her boyfriend used her for rituals so he could become wealthy. Yeah, he used the girlfriend that he claimed to love for money rituals. He took her life, locked her up in the apartment where he lived for 3 days and ran away. The estate security were the ones that found her decomposing body. Here is a video of a girl having a conversation with her boyfriend before he took her life. Let's have a look.
I look weird.
Stop capping.
You can't dull my shine.
At all.
You can't dull my sparkle.
At all.
You can't dull my shine.
At all.
Hey guys. The finest girl you see today.
No cap.
Ever.
Hey, hey. You dey hot though. Wow.
The life of an innocent girl just got wasted just because of a greedy human being called a boyfriend, to who I believe she thought the guy loved her. Oh, he's my rock, he's my everything, he loves me, he cannot hurt me. So he actually used her for rituals. I would want to believe that this guy intentionally dated her to use her for rituals. A lot of university boys in Nigeria, they do that. They look for a girl that they want to use for rituals. They get into a relationship with that girl, and then they eventually use it for rituals. So a couple of years back, money rituals was a big thing in Nigeria. Young boys, university students were using their girlfriends for rituals. Girlfriends were always the ones they used for the sacrifice. And those girls were thinking they were in a relationship with someone that actually cared, actually loved them, but they were wrong. Here is a second story of a woman that was unalived by her boyfriend in the US. Let's have a look.
I mean, she was the star, of the light. She was beautiful. She did not deserve this.
24-year-old Kobe Norris found dead at the Baymont Inn on Jefferson in Detroit. It was May 7th. Police ruled it a homicide and arrested Kobe's on-again, off-again boyfriend.
I begged my daughter, I said, do not go back around this man. She told me she was done with him, but you know how that go. She told me she loved him. I said, Kobe, leave him alone, he gonna hurt you. So he gonna take your life.
Kobe's mother, Deandra Smith, says she talked to her daughter about domestic violence all the time.
My daughter already know. We will watch the news all the time. She know about life and what these men would do, and be careful about the, you know, the vibes, the situation, the conversation. Pay attention. She noticed I taught her.
Deandra knows nothing will bring her daughter back, but she hopes her story will help others, perhaps prevent a tragic turn of events like Kobe's from happening again.
If a man put his hands on you, he don't love you. What is love? That ain't love. He don't love himself. Why would you put up with something like this?
This streamer killed his girlfriend while live streaming, and it's one of the most disturbing things ever streamed. Stanislav Reshnikov, who was on the left as a vlogger/streamer, was famously known as Stas Reflay, and he inflicted inhumane physical abuse on his pregnant girlfriend, Valentina Grigorieva, who was on the right when a viewer asked him to do so for merely $1,000 in his YouTube live video. Valentina's beating was followed by Stas stripping her naked and forcefully locking her outside of the house in sub-zero temperatures of December. Valentina kept on knocking on the door, telling him that she was going to die. After 15 minutes, Stas checked on Valentina as she stopped knocking on the door. He then found Valentina's unconscious, not breathing, and pale body. Stas made a failed attempt at resurrecting his girlfriend by giving her CPR. Eventually, he grew very scared of what he had done and called the paramedic team. In the footage, he can be seen carrying her back into his apartment trying to revive her. He is heard saying, "Velia, are you alive? My bunny, what's up with you? Velia, damn, you look like you are dead. Bunny, come on, tell me something. I'm worrying. Damn, I'm not feeling a heartbeat, guys. No pulse. She's pale. She is not breathing. Wake up, Velia. I love you. Wake up." The paramedic team then arrived and announced Valentina dead upon examination. Initially, she was assumed to die from hypothermia. However, the forensic team revealed that Valentina had died from a head injury inflicted upon her during domestic violence. The police arrested Stas soon after he killed his pregnant girlfriend for money, and he was given a sentence of 6 years by the court in 2021. But what do you think about this? This man literally put his pregnant girlfriend outside in freezing cold temperatures for $1,000 because one of his viewers donated it and told him to. This is absolutely gut-turning, and the live stream, if you ever decide to watch it, is extremely unnerving, especially when her lifeless body gets brought into the live stream. Just hearing him talk to her and knowing that she's dead is extremely unsettling.
Any man that puts his hands on you does not love you. Any man that will intentionally hurt you does not love you. Any man that will hurt you and gift you does not love you. There was something that some guys were doing in Nigeria, those ritual guys. You would see them spending heavily on those ladies that they've prepared for rituals. Those ladies are not aware that they are prepping them for rituals. You would see those guys spending money, buying expensive gifts, going on vacation with those ladies, and to them, oh, he loves me. Oh, he's spending a lot of money on me. A man spending money on you and gifting you does not equate to love. That's the truth. Love is only about how someone treats you. Does he respect you? You would see some men beating their wives after hitting them and inflicting pain on them. They will go out there and spoil them, spend a lot of money on them. What kind of love is that? Please, if a man hits you, he does not love you. That man does not love you. Don't encourage any woman staying in a relationship or marriage that has domestic abuse. I know they have different types of abuse. Mental abuse, that's a lot, honestly. But I'm talking about this domestic one because you can easily lose your life. Even with the mental one, someone can fall into depression, become suicidal and all that. Whichever one you find yourself in, please don't stay there because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Pack your things and leave. It's better you're alive and single than stay in a relationship and die. It's not a do or die affair. Let's talk about the very popular story that has been making rounds, Rebecca Cheptegei story. I decided to talk about it because some people mentioned it in my comment section, and when I went on TikTok, it's all over the place. This lady was popular. She went for the just concluded Olympics. And she was unalived by her, I don't know if I should call him her ex-boyfriend, because at that time when he took her life, they were not in any relationship. And that man has his own family. He has his own family. And the crime seemed like a premeditated one because he went to her with a keg of gasoline. For the fact that he went to her with a keg of gasoline and he used the gasoline on her is making a lot of people believe that he planned it. It was well planned. Let's hear what this lady has to say.
This Ugandan runner who competed in this year's Paris Olympics has died after being set on fire by her boyfriend. 33-year-old Rebecca Cheptegei, a distance runner who finished 44th in marathon at the Paris Olympics in August, was attacked outside her house in Kenya on Sunday 1st September. Her boyfriend Dixon Ndima reportedly poured 20 litres of petrol on her, setting her on fire during an argument when she returned from church. Cheptegei suffered extensive burns, over 75% of her body. She was rescued by neighbours and was taken to hospital with her boyfriend, who is also being treated for severe burns. Besides competing in the Paris Olympics, Cheptegei had won gold at the World Mountain and Trail Running Championships in 2022. This is the latest incident of gender-based violence against women athletes in Kenya. In 2021, Agnes Tirop, a Kenyan runner who competed in the Tokyo Olympics and placed 4th in the 5,000 meter race, was stabbed to death by her husband. And in 2022, another Kenyan-born Bahraini athlete, Damaris Mutua, was murdered by her boyfriend in the same town as Tirop. Tirop's husband is facing murder charges, while Mutua's boyfriend has still not been found. Follow for more stories from around the world.
Let's talk about men, jealousy and envy in relationship. A jealous man can do anything. A jealous man is dangerous. Jealousy is not a good emotion to have. Jealousy comes out of resentment, out of insecurity, out of fear, out of a lot of negative feelings. I don't think I have any positive feelings I can associate jealousy and envy to. If you have a jealous man in your life, he's a ticking time bomb. He's going to explode on you very, very soon. There's so many reasons why a lot of men out there are jealous of women. There's so many reasons why a lot of men out there feel entitled and they feel like this goodness that is happening is not supposed to happen to this woman. And from the story of the athletes that were being unalived by their boyfriend, all I could see was jealousy and envy. That's all I could see there. Jealousy and envy. The Ugandan lady's own, they said she bought a property close to her training ground. Of course, she made money from her sports. And this boy that was her ex-boyfriend decided to take her life out of envy and jealousy, because that's all I saw there. That's all I could tell from that. Because there's no reasonable reason for that so-called boyfriend to have used gasoline on that lady if he wasn't jealous of her. Men have this certain mindset, and I think I've spoken about it before on my channel. A lot of men out there are entitled, and they believe that women are supposed to serve them. Women are created to be beneath them. Women are created to be their subordinates. Women are not supposed to rise against them. Because of this mindset, a lot of men automatically become jealous of their women should that woman be more successful than they are. It's automated. Some of them can't control it. Let me read this tweet that someone made on a YouTuber's page, so we have a better understanding of some men's mindset out there. Solomon married 300 wives and 700 concubines, yet he was indeed the wisest man. A woman was created by God to please a man, and not the other way around. That's why you people are called woman. Once a woman decides to marry any man, you must prepare to dedicate the rest of your life on earth towards pleasing that man you chose, whom you bear the mark of his name forever. Call it servant or maid. That's why a woman was created, to help a man live out his life to the fullest, and not the other way around. If you as a woman is not prepared to serve your man, then better stay single. Modern day woman like you needs a man they will ride like a horse to attain their personal goals. But it is totally wrong and contrary to the purpose of creating a woman. And that's why modern day marriage don't last anymore, because women want men to live their lives to serve their needs nowadays instead of living their lives in service for the man. I talk about some men's mindset on my channel. I get some certain kind of comments. Some people just think, oh, I'm anti people being married, I'm anti people being happy, I'm anti relationship and love. No, I'm just stating the fact. A lot of men have been conditioned to think this way. Do you know the book they're most likely to make reference to? The Bible. Who wrote the Bible? That Bible is part of the Abrahamic book, the patriarchy books. Who made it? Men. Men wrote it, and they claimed it was directed by the Holy Spirit. Were you there when the Bible was written? No. How sure were you that the Holy Spirit was there? The Bible is a story of events that happened in the past, because a lot of people have lived here before we came to live and they have similar stories. So it's just like a blueprint. It's like a blueprint. And some stories in the Bible were written just to suit a certain narrative. The patriarchy narrative. The patriarchy, they already have a narrative that women are supposed to be beneath men. Women are supposed to serve men. So if you go to the Bible, you would see stories like that. Women are supposed to be beneath men. Men are supposed to be the head. So when men like this leave comments like this, they run to the Bible because the Bible supports it. Because those patriarchy men that were part of the people that wrote the Bible inserted their own narrative. So it will look authentic, or is the holy book. So people can easily believe it. Of men out there believe that women, we are created to serve them and help them achieve their goals and help them climb the ladder to success. When you become the slave and servant, you're supposed to serve them, not the other way around, according to him and according to a lot of men's mindset out there. And women, we keep wondering, why can't men pull themselves out of this program, this toxic program? Why should they leave patriarchy when the program is favoring them? A lot of men out there are happy with the way this whole patriarchy system is because it's a man's word and it's favoring them, and you're telling them to pull out? No, they love it. They love to be served, and they love the fact that it's working in their favor. And this explains why so many men out there don't want to make effort to change. When you talk about people having toxic behavior, consider going for therapy. Men don't want to do that because they have this mindset: you're here to serve me, why should I be the one doing this for you? Why should I change? I'm supposed to be this way and you're supposed to take whatever I give to you. And this is also part of the reason why men easily get pissed off and jealous of women that are more successful, because to them, women are supposed to be servants and serve them. How dare you become more successful than I am? You're supposed to be beneath men. A lot of men out there have this mindset. A lot of African men out there have this mindset. You're supposed to continually remain a servant and not grow above your husband. And African men also have this mindset of, if a woman decides to go out there and work, when you make that money, they expect you to bring the money home and give to them. That way, you are respecting them as the head of the home. Then when you give the money to them, they then decide to do whatever they want to do with the money. To them, if you can play that game that way, they're happy to have you going out there to work and work as hard as you wish to work, as long as you bring back your salary, the money you earn, and give to them. Who is the fool? Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? So these days, women are saying, no, we are not going to do that. We don't subscribe to such. That's why we're having issues all over the place. Jealous men. When they can't control you, they unalive you. Why don't you leave that woman? Go find the woman that is ready to serve. Because I believe they have some women out there that are more than happy to serve. No. You want to force someone that is not willing to do what you want her to do and kill her in the process because you feel like you own her. Because a lot of men out there have this ownership mentality, ownership mindset. This is all I have to say. Relationship is not a do or die affair. Once you know the relationship is not favoring you, leave that relationship. Leave that marriage. Do not go back and forth with a toxic human being, a toxic man, a jealous person, an envious man. That man can do and undo. Because jealousy and envy has a dark spirit. It can push the person that has it to a point that they can't even control themselves. So having a jealous man in your life is very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Sometimes it's very difficult for you to figure out that your man is jealous. But I believe if you put your ears to the ground and observe more, you're going to notice that that man is jealous. Watch his statement, the way he reacts to things you do. Is he supportive? What kind of comments does he make and all that? If you pay close attention, you're going to figure out if your man is jealous or not. If you know you're more successful than a man, there's no point going downward, going steps below to date someone that you're way more successful than. Because of jealousy and envy, that man is most likely to be jealous of you, and he might make it a mission to want to pull you down. That's why you hear people say it's better you stay with people that are of the same class. I'm not saying that people that are of the same class don't have envy and jealousy, but it's not as much as people that you're way beneath. You get what I mean? It's more like the crab in the bucket mentality kind of a thing. If you get what I mean? They want to pull you down. They don't want you to keep going up as long as you're way above them. So it's very important for us to be serious with our lives. We shouldn't lose our senses because someone said they love us. It's relationship. Oh yeah, we lose our mind. No. Human beings have got some certain tendencies, and it's very important for us to always be vigilant and watch our backs, be it in a relationship or living by yourself as a single woman. If you would love to watch similar videos like this, please click this video here to watch how men are infecting women intentionally with STIs, STDs, and HIV. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.